Welcome back to the channel. I am going to do a little bit of work on the guitar today. Kind of where I'm at right now is I'm actually going to glue these two pieces together that are going to make up my body blank for the guitar. Pretty simple process. I don't know that I really need to make a video about this, but it's one of the steps. So I'm going to put it together here. Just want to set these together and make sure that my gaps are correct. Like that. And I might actually need to do a little bit of sanding on this one to make sure that everything is even. So let's pause the video. All right, so I do have a little bit of a gap between the two pieces. It's smooth, but it's not exactly perfectly flat. So what I'm going to do is I have some of these sanding belts, or a belt sander, and I cut the seam on it and laid it out flat on my table saw, which I have already checked and I know is perfectly flat. So then I clamped it down on either end so that it's tight against the table. And then I'm going to take the body blank and just kind of work it back and forth on here. Try not to put too much pressure on it, but I just want to kind of smooth it out because it's not a lot. And then here's something else I'm going to do. I'm going to take a pencil and make a mark so that I can see what's come off and what hasn't. Back here. We pretty much have our pencil mark gone. So then we'll do the next piece. So like I said, I'm just setting it on and just kind of letting the weight of the piece of wood do this. Let me make sure I mark this one as well. So, I'll grab the GoPro here. So like on this one, you can see where there are spots where, like here, where it's sanded it more, and then like up here. So those were high spots. So, just gotta keep going. Sweet. So now, just from that little bit, and I don't know if I can actually get it to show it on camera. It's probably out of focus, but I could actually see light from between there before, and now it's perfectly flat. So let's get the sandpaper off here and we'll start the gluing up process. I got both these pieces sanded down nice and flat. I have wiped them off to get rid of all the dust. And so now what I did is I laid some paper down on my table saw so that I don't get glue all over the top. And I'm just gonna smear some glue here. Use a pretty good amount and then spread it around. Just using the old gift card that I had as a spreader. Alright, so that should be good. I think what I'm going to do first is get it down flat. Put the two pieces together like this. Make sure I can still see what I'm doing here on the camera. There we go. And I have my clamps over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of split them up, do one on one side, one on the other. Or two on one side and one on the other. Alright, so we got the glue on there, we got the clamps on there, and we just got to let it sit for a few hours here, and we'll come back and look at it when we're done. So it's been a couple hours or so, so I'm going to pop the clamps off here and just get a good look at the body where it's at currently. It's all glued together now. Alright. So we have our body blank here. Let me turn the light over there. Better. So I'll probably let this dry a bit more now. But it's basically now at the point where it'll need a little bit of sanding just to kind of smooth some of this out. I don't have a planer big enough to run it through or anything like that, but I can just should be able to clean up some of the edges here with some with a sander, or possibly run the plane across it to a hand plane and clean up the edges. But we are on our way to having another guitar. So yeah, should be pretty good, I think. Again, thanks for watching. See you next time.